Find out. It's going to be the second map coming up here on Dust 2. CORSAIR DreamHack Masters. It's G2 and Ence, and let's see how this all unfolds. G2 on the T side, Ence on the CT side, and they are rushing B. Oh, he turned around for it. X7 actually the one to pick up a couple of kills there. He was up on the platform the whole time, and Lucky and Jax are at least going to get a bit in return. That could have been a brutal shutdown. They did lose a couple of players, but 3-on-3 here and waiting for the bomb plant.
A lot of time for Ence to creep up close for the retake. Alexi actually almost even finding one through the smoke. That's going to stop the plan. It's going to delay it a little bit longer. Aerial now coming over as well. No one coming through halls for Ence. All three players coming from outside B from middle.
Oh, they have one flashbang, don't they?
Better be good. Alexi even getting in the back for that flashbang and for the kit.
Yeah, they're setting it up. Here it comes. The one flashbang they need coming through the window, and they're already trying to take that fight. Jax is going to take one. Lucky another one. The flashbang, it did not do enough, and they're going to lose the round. Lucky with the triple. Yeah, I mean, at least one of them was entirely looking the other way. I guess the other one by car was looking into the ground. So I don't know about the third person, but at least 2 out of 3 were not affected by that.
Yeah, not at all. That's a bit rough. Ence almost hold them off, and the retake doesn't pan out. So 1-0. At least G2 avert a disaster of the pistol round again, where they are actually able to secure it. Now a quick mid rush. Kenny grabbing one headshot, taking his time. He's also tagged X7. Another headshot for Kenny S. And there's Shox chiming in as well. And look at Kenny just lining that last frag up.
That's great. Again, I realize these aren't like the high impact kills that you really want Kenny to get, but I actually don't care. I just, feel like he needs to get that rifle warmed up. He needs anything to get back in the game, and like that first map was not good for him, so it's nice to see. Ence going to be buying quickly in the third round, and no surprise there. Let's see if it's going to work out here for G2. Have, Scout, Mac 10, 2 of them, Aerial getting a kill on Lucky. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh, and yeah, they need to probably get away from that.
Definitely. That was a fight. That was a battle that they just were not going to win. Smoke comes in, forces them away. A 4-on-5 for G2. Kenny's going to be left alone in mid, the pivot. He's there to just get information if anyone's rotating over, if anyone's getting aggressive on catwalk. I'm not sure what he can do from this mid position. Maybe hop out with that scout, tag someone in CT spawn as they come down, but it looks like G2 is just committing to a B hit, and they have plenty of utility.
They absolutely do. If they could split off that CT spawn and block off Alexi, it does have the M4. I mean, it's definitely not without risk, but I think they're going to try and split it. So a lot of this thing is going to be on Alexi, and whether or not he can either delay them or just at least get a kill, that would be huge. And X7 up in the window, got to be very careful. They're coming through on the other side. Sergey actually the hero for now, going to be picking off one. Shox charging through on the other side. X7 turning around. Shox with the second kill with that Mac 10. Out of all the weapons that could have made a difference, you wouldn't have that. And there's another one. Shox absolutely tearing it up. 3 kills with the Mac 10. I think none of them had head armor.
Correct.
So that's a big deal in that kind of a fight. And you know what? He's going to stay loyal to that weapon. The bomb is planted, and he's even pushing out a little bit. He sees the last one. Another one without head armor. Shox in the corner, and he almost gets it, but not enough. They barely win the round. Aerial to pick it up. My God.
No, but you can see some of the weaknesses, why the Dust mentioned that Ence has shown some weakness on Dust 2. And look at this B defense. That was an area Chad specifically highlighted. You have 2 players inside the bomb site. There's a smoke at the entrance to the tunnel, and you still can't hold off. Yes, I know you don't have head armor, but you still can't hold off a Mac 10 charging in from Shox. You get this first kill, and Shox just takes over, and it's disjointed. We normally see these defenses, either together. They're either facing in middle or facing in those B tunnels. And this, they're each selecting a different option.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. We'll see if they can find a way to adjust for that later on. I mean, G2, when they get that kind of round, that could also be, a big indication for them, right? Something that they say, okay, that was a weakness. Let's see how long before they patch it up.
I cannot believe that they actually went back for that low percentage shot in the smoke. Jax takes a little bit more damage for it. They've at least forced out a lot of utility on the Ence side, but equally G2 had to use some flashbangs and a smoke just to let Jax take that shot. So all quiet after the initial action.
Yeah, maintaining a bit of control. I mean, I think Shox was an underpass for most of that, so...
Well, Ence is even going to give up long. They're like, oh, we just showed a lot of presence. We gave you the indication with a lot of utility that we're going to be here, and now moving up towards catwalk. The AWP holding the angle while the rifle gets close up. Shocks to face off, and he's not being aggressive. Now both teams readjusting. G2 going back towards long to re-aggress.
Tiny bit of a setup, but yeah, if they move long, they can still get it in time. But if they want to go for this catwalk, I mean...
They keep changing their mind, G2.
Yeah. More than maybe you would like. Alu in position. He doesn't usually miss these kinds of shots, and instead it's Aerial to turn around. There's Alu with the scout. He's going to go down afterwards, but that's the bomb being spotted. 25 seconds. The bomb is right in that corner, and Kenny's going to pick up the shot with the AWP, but it's still a 2-on-3 here. Going to try and go for the Molotov, and yeah, up long as well. Lucky's going to try and be there to reinforce. Oh, the smoke is... Oh, it's going to blow up right in front. That actually saves him. He gets the kill as well. What a play. No, oh my God, Kenny taking down Sergey. 8 seconds left. What a godlike play from him. X7 trying to jump, but he's going to get shot down. Kenny had saved it all for this map.
That was so sick. That was actually beautiful from Kenny. Flames on one side as well. Opponents coming through the smoke on the other. And you're right, that plume just at the right moment to give him the time he needed. What a sequence.
It's like even standing in the fire to do all of this.
Just that one quick duck to buy him a half second to get the lineup. That is beautiful. Kenny has 7 and 2.
That is... I mean, you contrast that with what was happening on Train, right?
We were waiting all of Train for something like that.
It was worth the wait. I'll say this, that little sequence was really good.
Oh, missed smoke there for Jax.
They only have pistols and P250 there on Aerial. Could do a little bit trying to push up. It does a lot, in fact. They will get the B-bomb site, so unless they make some really big mistakes here, G2, they're, you know, far outside of the danger zone, but still.
Yeah, play the econ game if you're Ence. Keep that AK-47 alive. I think he's going to come in support of the pistols. Alexi, though, keeping the AK with only 11 HP. Lucky's ready to help shut down this flank. You can tell Ence would like to get a couple more guns out of this, take weapons away, maybe also salvage 1 or 2 for the end. And I think what they wanted to do for the most part, they've made their presence known in these halls, and now you can readjust to mid if you want. You can actually set something up there. Either way, I think now
yeah,
G2 will have an easy retreat out of this scenario as all events have given up the fights.
Yeah, so... You know, they got the AK out of it, and that's not too bad at all. Lucky here. They want to take a bit of a fight with him. Oh, actually, are they going to give it all away? And that would go, yeah, Lexi's far away, but still. No chance for any more quad kill for Lucky in that round. And a 4-1 lead here for G2. So starting to look a little bit better. Certainly looking more smooth than it ever did on Train. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially on the T side, right? Here we go. Spawn for the long pick. Shocks is going to take it. Alu just goes for a timing, completely blinded. And now they have to know that they're zoned in, that the AWP on the other side. And Shocks has been here all along. You can see Aerial's not even considering it. He's going to... Oh, he's saved. Somehow, that flashbang calls him to turn down, and that's what saved his life. Shocks is burning. 25. How the tables have turned. He's got to get away.
Yeah, the smoke that he put down even was just far enough in front that it wasn't covered by that. Wallbang shot comes through, and Lucky to take down Alu. Again, I think without head armor, it certainly sounded like it, so did a lot more damage with the headshot, I believe, and that's going to be some trouble now heading towards the B bomb side. In fact, a lot of it. 2 people defending inside, but they're completely surrounded. I mean, 1 kill here, and it all crumbles, and it happens on Sergey. He goes down, and X7 is going to get shut down. Double kill for Lucky, and Shocks waiting in the middle patiently, and rewarded for it as well. This is looking great.
This is looking phenomenal. That's just G2 putting their foot on the gas, isn't it? Once they get that kill, mid-B split, they bomb so many flashbangs over. There was nothing X7 and Sergey could do to get into good positions.
Ooh. They're right in front of him all the time. That could have been a knife.
It could have been a knife. We'll have a talk with them afterwards.
Should have thought of that, shouldn't they?
Ooh, Vitality supporting their counterparts.
Supporting or trying to add pressure?
Maybe both. You think they're yelling out, "You can't clutch us, you suck."
That would be funny. I would appreciate that. Double up now on the T side for G2. Don't really mind that at all. Amanek, oh, okay. Freaky jump.
What is this? I have never seen that game being played.
No.
Fair play to X7. That is, that's chicken of a whole new kind.
Yeah, he's like... yeah, just sort of truck versus, you know, one of those little smart cars.
Well, the smart car comes on top.
Weirdly, right?
Yeah, at least for the early trade. And it's all stacked up on catwalk, just waiting.
Haven't really seen the pistols have a tremendous impact.
Oh, we haven't really seen any crazy like forced by wins, have we?
No. I actually feel like that's gone, that's sort of like the rate of that has decreased a little bit in recent times. Can he making his way around the corner, which is we say that. So again, Alan do pick up a couple of kills. Oh wow, that's like a running C-set shot. It is followed up with Alexi able to pick up the kill. And now Amanek and Shox, they're in the bomb side, but it is a 2-on-2. Missed opportunity there for Shox. Still, yeah, smoke and Molotov. That's going to buy a lot of time, especially with two defenders who do not have a defuse kit, but...
I think you go for this, though, if you're Ence. You've got plenty of time. You don't have a kit. That smoke will clear, but you have the money for an op in the next round, so it's not like you need to save this.
He almost had that. Shox ready and waiting in position. Gonna miss that kill as well. And yeah, now they're out of time, aren't they?
He's out. He's like, I saw that position. That's messed up. I want nothing to do with it. Op is gonna get swapped out, so they'll have some free weapons, to say the least, which isn't bad for Ence. And it's gonna be 6-1 as G2 continue their march.
Yeah, really starting to make it look good, aren't they? Even with a little bit of trouble there with the CCs coming down catwalk. That was a scary moment. Now we're going to continue on here. 6-1, you're right. And round number 8 coming up. Lucky at 11-2. Really off to a fantastic start. It is T side, so I guess there is always a chance that there could be a turnaround on the second half, but we don't know. Oh, this is that mid-smoke from all the way outside along that Shock's going to be throwing, so I guess they're maybe just going to keep running. Yeah, they've checked all of lower. Now they're going to be running out. Oh, it failed. That's a big problem. It's supposed to be there, so now they have to stop, re-smoke it again, and Lucky goes down. They would have probably just continued to run down circuit. They do make up for it a little bit here, but that's a critical error. Even with the missed smoke, though, they're in some trouble. That B defender is all on his own, and actually everyone's hit pause on him. Wow. He's going to get a free kill on the rotation. No one thought to clear that. Aerial back in T-spawn. Kenny misses his chance, and they still haven't put pressure on X7. He's still inside this B bomb site, just waiting patiently, hoping he'll find something. The rest of his teammates are going down, and finally, he's forced to make a play, and it's Amanek in mid. Quad kill in the round. Even with the missed smoke, nice recovery. Very nice indeed. I must say that that position for Amanek by the truck for his second kill, yeah, that is really good. That's a solid position, isn't it? Because you know, I mean, you don't know, but you could guess that someone's going to come through the smoke, and if they do, that's hard to check. Yeah, that's well played. I actually thought that was going to be... That is at a point where you're actually like worried about 4 different angles as you come up that slope, right? Like yeah. Peek from door, peek from window, someone on the ledge. Yeah. Someone in mid. Well, 7-1. I thought that was going to cost them a lot more, but good recovery. I did too, especially after Sergey got that first kill. But I mean, it was a weird round as well because I mean, obviously Amanek on the lurk was super impactful, but I think it was Ariel who was flanking, who was all the way back in T spawn, who was just taking shots at players in mid, who almost kind of ruined everything. Yeah. So it took a little bit of time, but once he was kind of dispatched, and they sort of solved the problem from there. One is going to get past Shox. That's fine, though. They weren't too committed to executing just yet. Just an alt pick again. And the longer this round goes, the better it is for G2. Ence is really going to be feeling a lack of utility. 1 smoke and 5 flashbangs for this defense to use for the next minute and a half. Yeah, and I mean, you say, you know, defense, but if there's ever kind of a retake, that's now they're in trouble already. Right. So they have to sort of almost bank on the idea that won't be the case. Looks like they're trying to smoke off that long corner, and maybe pit. And then that could work out. 1 or 2 good flashbangs against Alu, especially because he's scoped in on the corner, so I guess he probably won't be able to dodge any of the flashbangs, but Kenny, is he going to try and go for the fight? There's still a smoke going on over there. Oh.
He's going to get a couple easy ones again. He was just lurking in mid, and this is 2 more to add onto his tally, and I don't even think he ever had to see the second one. Alexi trying to bring it back. Going to rotate over towards that B-bomb, so that's a deep flashbang. Doesn't really do a whole lot, and Aminek's already in. He's been beasting these past few rounds. That's what, a triple kill already. He had a quad in the previous, so 7 kills in 2 rounds. And Aminek has helped power G2 to an 8-1 lead.
Yeah, I mean, those are some very impactful rounds out of him. What a different story this is. Compared to Train, it's kind of hard to believe that that this is the G2 that we're seeing. We do wish that we would see it more often, though. I think that is at least one part of this, isn't it?
Yeah, I think everyone would enjoy seeing that. I mean, it's obviously, just in terms of the scene overall, it'd be so great to have, you know, Shox and Kenny S in a competitive team just for the stories of that. It'd be great to see the French team with Jax and Lucky and Aminek. You know, some new players in the mix, some new blood in the French scene, getting some experience.
Yeah, I actually think that is one of the really exciting parts of it for sure. 8-1, 10th round coming up. Yeah, this, I think you're right though. He actually doesn't realize until it's already happened that got like a 2-for-1 type deal. Can't complain about that.
I love 2-for-1 deals.
Yeah?
Buy one, get ones.
Little coupon, a little double kill there. I don't know.
There's something there. We can work with that.
I didn't want to put a lot of effort in. I've got to be honest, you know.
We weren't really dedicated to that joke.
I have just been watching some of those extreme couponing shows they have.
Oh, why do you do that?
It's
that just
amazing.
shows the worst in humanity, doesn't it?
I think of it as like a cultural thing, Moses. Learning about America. I enjoy it.
Yeah, coupons were a big thing at one point. X7, again, only player inside this B-bomb site, traded out immediately. Alexi is here, but not quick enough, and Jax has him as well. Anders has lost his mind.
It's just such a good shot, isn't it? You like to see it. This is like a real... They're really getting rolled on there.
I mean, the Dust set it up perfectly, and this is a map we saw Ence show weakness with at the Major, despite such a historic run to the finals.
Yeah.
And you can see here some of the weaknesses still haven't been worked out. That B bomb site is still really, really susceptible. The mid to B split still really effective against Ence. They haven't found a great way to lock it out.
It just weirdly feels like suddenly everything that G2 would like to do is working out. And individually they're hitting some really amazing shots. Jax is going to go down after having, you know, done enough in the early round to win them the round, so that's going to be fine. But
and they have the money to send these guys on chases. Like, this is where I'm actually surprised we're not seeing G2 hunt these down a little bit more convincingly. You'd love to take these guns away from them because, I mean, Alu every round he has an AWP and he can drop a rifle over to a teammate, so they still haven't really, I mean, they're still, for the most part, not full buys, but strong buys for the Ence side, even though they're losing.
Yeah, that's a quick stop. Not at all bad. Aminek and Lucky still leading the board a little bit here. 9-1 lead. Oh, and the timing is absolutely perfect. Alexi beat.
He's not feeling great about that round, is he?
No, they've
He's
been
got
trying.
$0. He invested a whole lot, and he's out.
Didn't get anything for it at all. Somebody, I guess, maybe a little bit.
Problem is G2 again, they have a man advantage. They get to sit for so long and just wait. And Ence have played this game before on this map, in this very game where they have just tried to push to get information. They've just been absolutely slaughtered by everyone from G2. Late take of long, about 1:10 on the clock. Aerial at an off angle, but Kenny S has another pick. That's Alu in middle, who's trying to find something, anything for his team. Aerial's under pressure, but a great crossfire brought in by Sergey. Now adjusting towards long, it's Aminek with one more. A 2-on-2 scenario. Aerial desperately is trying to stay alive. He's got no help from his teammates. He's scared to peek, and it's Kenny. Misses a quick shot. Yeah. And Aerial's still alive until now.
Yeah, and now are they going to realize the quick flank here? X7, who actually, he was pushing all the way out of B into lower dark, and now he's here. See if he can get it done. 38 seconds. If he gets the right timing and takes the bomb out, that might be really big. Jumping past, he does not. Oh, and he misses the chance. Kenny will take him down instead. Oh, man. If he had like anything but the scout, more or less.
Even just a pistol.
Yeah. 10-1, ladies and gentlemen.
That got dicey, though, out towards long. Good trades by Ence the whole way through. Good job in the pit, staying alive as long as humanly possible. Just unfortunately, got nothing to show for it.
Double up back in the hands of the Finnish team. A lot of them stacked out at long, and they want to try and push behind the grenades. They're going to trade for the first fight now. Alexi, he's out of the... There's no cover here. He has to get back or take the fight. Standing in the middle, and Alu really couldn't do a lot to help him out. Now he's in trouble at long corner. He's going to get hunted, and Shucks will clear him up. Triple opening. Amanek ready for that upper dark push. It's brutal, isn't it?
This is really, really brutal. G2 have had no issues no matter where they've gone. I mean, out towards long, they've had a bit more of a fight, but the trades are going in their favor every single time. They know exactly where Sergey is. He's been legged. They just have to run and get the bomb from T-spawn, but what can he do?
Yeah, he's going to try and...
Look at that money.
They do have a fair bit of it. Kenny at almost 16,000 at the beginning.
I was looking at Ence's money.
Oh yeah, well yeah,
they got nothing.
It's the other side of the story, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Tragic. They could go for sort of like a wealth distribution kind of scheme, Moses. Try and spread it evenly. Communist approach to Counter-Strike.
To Counter-Strike economics.
I don't know. I mean, it hasn't worked in the real world, but maybe here. There could be something to work with there.
Bring it up at the next Valve meeting.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they already think I'm crazy, so might try and not push that.
With good reason. No one ever said they were wrong.
Well, I trust you to stand up for me, Moses, you know?
What are you doing if you're Ence at this point? What's your call, Anders? What has your matchmaking experience taught you about how to recover from these situations?
Oh, that's easy.
That hurts.
Yeah, that definitely hurts. Quad for shocks. You actually go for the 3-man push up middle.
Okay. Even though you know Kenny has been spawning it every run?
Yeah, you just try to ignore that.
Okay.
The best you can. But,
I'd go for some upper dark play. I'd push 2 into upper dark, get control. Maybe not this round with just pistols. Maybe the next gun round.
They are doing it though, Moses. Oh. You called it.
Yeah.
Some sort of Jedi. I always suspected. Alexi. Oh, that's dangerous. But they made it into upper, and then they actually did nothing with it.
Can't really do anything. I mean, first of all, they'd been spotted from T-spawn, right? So already the game is up.
He liked him.
That's gotta suck so much. If you're just Alexi, you're just like, please, give me a chance.
Please stop.
I just want to play the game.
Do it again, Kenny. Yeah, just do it again. You had the right idea yet? Yeah. He's all the time, Had it going on. Catwalk seems like the most dangerous place they would go. Not that it's very dangerous. Out on long here. We do have a close hold right on the other side from Ariel here with the UMP, but yeah, he's going to get just overrun.
You have to win that first fight because you need to be able to keep that corner if you're Ariel, and I think he knew he lost it as soon as he missed the timing on the jiggle peek.
Yeah.
Kenny's going to get a lot of time to peer up into the A bomb site. 35 seconds left. This could get dicey on the cross, although there's no counter flashes for the CT side. This smoke may be giving them some space to run forward if they would like to. We're going to start seeing the nades used from the offense as they cross over. Actually, it's a deep smoke. That means the pistols can get up close. This is so deadly. This is so dangerous. They've actually given the freedom and the safety over to Ence. And it's going to be a disaster. Amanek, the only one left. I think because maybe they only had one smoke to make that cross happen, they threw it deep. But that gives the pistols the ability to get in front of it.
Yeah. Like a crash course in what not to do.
Well, it doesn't help that it was a nice smoke by Ence as well. As soon as G2 is about to start crossing, that smoke prevents anyone from really getting comfortable peering down towards CT spawn. Oh, Kenny wants this so bad, he's got the leg. That's a lot of fire he's got to run through, and he still survives.
Yeah, so they kind of come out of it more or less evenly there. 11-2 is... Oh, well, that's a good shot there. Alu, lucky down low, but Alexi's going to be dropped in. this speed bomb site, I don't think they've been able to defend it even once when they've actually gone for it.
Yeah, but they should be able to here. Look at the HP. So low on so many players. More damage done to Jax as well. He's one of the high health guys. Kenny, Shox, and Lucky can go down so quickly, and there's the first.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. A couple of bullets will pretty much win this round here for Ence. And they also kind of backed up a little bit on the push. Maybe it was the health that sort of made them, you know, second guess that, but they certainly called it off when maybe they could have continued.
Well, Alu is going to have the warning system on Catwalk. Here comes a flash, you would imagine. Or a dry peek, double peek. Nice flick up, that's what happens. Molotov out as well to delay. Lucky's going to go through it. Remember, one of the few, actually he barely had any health and he still goes through it. Props to a soldier, they're all going to fall anyways, but fair play to Lucky.
Shox on just 16 health, and in a 1 versus 4, he does pick up a kill, but not the rest of them. So, tiny bit of redemption at the end of the round here, end of the half for Ence.
Looks like it off the back of a pistol save, where G2 gets caught in an awkward scenario. I don't think it's enough. I think at 11, you got to feel good if you're G2. Well, no one looks like they're really feeling good over there. I think they kind of understand. Backs against the wall with a map. Don't take anything for granted.
Yes, I mean, they really got to keep the focus. This roster and this team so far it's not looking 100% stable yet. So
no, it's not.
I definitely think they need to keep up the focus at the moment. 11-3, round number 15 coming up, and everybody has money. Maybe for the first time in this map. Seems like it at least. Shot rings right over the head of one of those B defenders. Guess probably X7 making the first jump. And a default spread here for G2, just covering all of the map.
Ooh, Alu's about to be tested. They already have the smoke up and they already have the flashbang out. The follow-up smokes come in. Alu's going to go for the peek and he's got one. That's Lucky down. This time he's playing on the B side of mid. Amina gets one more and the follow-up coming through. And now B is just taken from them. It's ripped out of their hands.
Same smoke from Shox that actually landed this time. So they just reran that same strategy from earlier. And it worked. So, very well done here. Shox going to be taking down Aerial, and this has been an absolutely overpowering first half in favor of G2. Just looked like a completely different team from the one that we saw on Train.
It's what happens when, I mean, this is essentially what a half is going to look like if you can't ever stop a mid to B split, right? Or even just a push into the B bomb site. You know, Ence didn't prove throughout this half. They had plenty of opportunities, but never showing that they could actually stop that kind of a hit. One more smoke coming out. That's Shox going down in the flank, and Alexi's trying to do everything, underhanding the nade, but it's not enough. 12-3 for G2 on the offensive half of Dust 2. That is a phenomenal performance from the Frenchman that's put him in good position to take us to a third map. We'll see if they can do it after the break.
Welcome back to the second half here. Second map between G2 and Ence. We're on Dust 2, and whereas the first map was won by Ence and they look very strong and confident on it, the second map is nothing like that. Instead, it's G2 up 12-3 in their favor. That's outrageous.
No, G2 just ransacked that B bomb site over and over again. We'll have to see if they can stop, if they can hold on with the defense. That's a good start for Jax.
Yeah, they were like Pirates, Moses, you know? Just raiding it.
I was thinking Vikings.
Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting some of that Amanita Muscaria.
It was very aggressive, the way they were taking that bomb site.
Full on berserk.
Yeah.
French Vikings. It's one of those rare French Vikings that we've never heard of.
Yeah. I didn't say it was going to make sense. 4 players, 3 players actually attacking this A bomb site. There goes their mid presence. Alu gets caught on the flank, and that means G2 can set up for a perfect retake coming from spawn and long at the same time. 1 player locked into the site. Good opening shot from Sergey, but his teammates are all down, and now he is. An easy retake. 13-3. Any chance?
There's always a chance, Moses. But no.
But no.
I mean, it all depends, right? How you look at the universe.
Okay. Now we get into that weird stuff.
I'm just saying.
What have you got? How do you look at the universe? There's no chance with the way that you view the universe?
I think the universe it's just all probability theory, Moses.
Okay.
So sure, there's always chance. Yeah. Probabilities are low though.
That Molotov comes out late. The nade and the flashbang slow things down, but Ence have control of long A. Now a scout and pit. I don't think they're going to slow this down. This looks like they're going to keep moving forward. Sergey, the lone AK-47 in mid, would love to find a pick for his team. He can come up catwalk late as well if he chooses to.
Trying to push through. Oh, this is absolute all-out chaos, isn't it? The bomb is dropped on the ground for a minute here, but the fight continues. Can he catch them coming out? I don't know why he's covering long. I feel like he almost had to leave that to Shox. That was maybe a little bit of a mistake. But ultimately, they're going to get run down here. And Ence, that's a quick response after losing the pistol.
That really is. I mean, they got fortunate. G2 really wanted to fight at long during the cross. They wanted to flash through the crossing smokes and actually take that battle.
Yeah.
I thought surely we would see more of a retake concept like on Train, where G2 allows them to get into the bomb site. You take over mid, trade off Sergey or whoever would be there, and then you all of a sudden have catwalk to use. But the fact that they all committed to that, back to the bomb site, back to the crossing, allowed Sergey a free pathway up catwalk himself.
They're not going to really go hunting for the AUG, and I can't really blame them for it. I feel like that would be a mistake, so going to conclude the round. Another round here for Ence, making it 4, which even the really mathematically illiterate people in the audience can figure out. That's still a long way to go.
12 rounds.
There we go, Moses. You did it.
I've done it for him. We're going to get investment from G2, although not everyone. Shox is bought down to 550. Ominex just picked up a smoke. That's riding a fine line of where it feels like you've invested a lot, but not really in it for the victory. We'll see if they all can do anything for G2.
It almost has to be a right time and place kind of scenario for one rifle to have a very big impact here. And he's alone in B. You can get some very good headshots from that position that he's in, so it's not out of the question, but if they don't show up here, it's not good, you know?
Well, they also got Shox close up with an SMG to the long cave. He's just backing off of it now, but if he hears this presence, they're hoping that SMG can at least do maybe 1 kill and a lot of damage. Other players situated around catwalk and mid. And Ence haven't made a decision just yet.
But they are going to be crushing A from long and catwalk, aren't they? So
yeah, and Shox just rotated, so they need to get to catwalk like right now.
Yes, I absolutely agree. Staying here will not result in any kind of a win. Now they're pushing through. If they can collapse on catwalk from middle 2, that might make it interesting. Although I think they might be jumping the gun a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but they both of his teammates dropped off. They both dropped off catwalk, went to CT spawn. So just Really bad timing. You could have maybe done something with that, some kind of a crunch on Catwalk, but everyone's gone now. Nice shot from Alu on Shocks, a very quick headshot. And Amanek is merely trying to survive with his AUG.
Yeah, wants to make it out of there. Aggressive play out of Alu here. That will net them a 5th round. And a little bit of a return. Lucky, doing some damage. Alu finding his 4th kill. Amanek, oh, he just made it around the corner. I don't know if... Yeah, Alu's checking for him in B instead. That was very close to him being spotted, actually. So he's going to make it out with the AUG alive for one more round. That will help them out a tiny bit. But G2, they have such a long runway. It'd be interesting to see if they try and use that to play a bit risky, although it is very hard on Dust 2 CT side, you know?
I don't think you play it risky at all. I think you just save this round. Maybe you could go for a small investment if you think you'll still be able to buy, but you get that double up setup out on the CT side. You're up so much. You don't need to gamble with any of your purchases. Just make sure you have as many rounds with your best buy as you possibly can, and for that, you're going to need to save this one. So another timeout. As you can see, things are being talked over. What do you think he's saying?
Hard to say. Maybe.
How's your French accent? I don't think I've ever heard you do an accent.
No. I do one all the time, Moses, you know.
Okay, I've heard that one.
Try and prevent myself from sounding Danish. I don't know. I fear that I would try and do a French accent and then it would result in some sort of a lawsuit or something.
That bad, huh?
Oh, definitely.
Look at this clever little boost over the smoke. Nothing's gonna come from it. And yeah.
Crab walking all the way out long.
It's a viable strategy, the crab walk. You never done like the crab walk dualies hit?
The crab walk dualies hit are, I think they have a 100% success rate actually so far. Every single time we've tried them.
Exactly. Oh, what a flashbang. They can actually peek with this. This is dangerous. Ence is forced back. Almanek's got one right into the arms of the AUG, and even though he's very low, finally taken down. X7 gets the follow-up tag with the scout. But it's a 3-on-3. Kenny S now has the rifle.
Yeah. A little bit of a mistake here. That could cost them a lot. Lucky. Ducking, trying to avoid the flashes, but, you know, Alu is still very good with that AK-47 now. A little bit of spam coming through. Actually, a lot in return as well, and he's going to be going down. That was Kenny. Nobody could actually see each other. X7 has got a great position here to cover the bomb plant, and Sergey's going to win that fight. So, a bit of danger, but they survive. They make it out.
Yes, they do. Here we go. That was all saved for this round right here. Double up setup likely to come out. G2 can get whatever they want. Actually, Shocks didn't have the money for it, so it's only Kenny with the ult. No kits, running a little low on some nades. Not too bad overall, though.
Was that somebody getting knifed on the... Was Lucky?
No, Lucky got tagged crossing the doors.
Oh, fair enough.
Yep.
I was confused. Pushing down into lower. Also waiting at top mid. They're going to get that control. That's a lot of people to get that mid control. Now, are they going to try and roll it into something more? I mean, they did just experience a lot of how painful that B-split was, so, you know, could be incentivized to try and bring that back to towards G2 and maybe make them feel that pain a little bit too. Shock's in an interesting position, but he's not going to be able to win it. And Lucky can't even really respond.
All right, so Sergey just walks out mid, grabs a kill. A couple little shoulder peeks in there. Shocks can't handle it. It's going to fall on Kenny. And if you're G2 playing Dust 2 on the CT side, you actually kind of enjoy that. We know Kenny can come up with some phenomenal sequences here, defending with just an AWP. His teammate is wrapped out long. He's actually pushed. That's going to be Jax. Can he find this timing on Catwalk? Kenny needs to live. One kill, fall back. He knows they're coming from below. There's Amanek up above. Kenny can't do it. He was sticking around for the low shot, exposed him to the up one. It's 13-6. Into the bomb site we go for Ence.
That actually is a sick shot from Sergey as well, but still 2-on-3 here, standing on top of the fire. A little bit of danger there. Sergey down to 32, and Alu He's very exposed, and he's going to be going down all on Sergey. He gets one headshot, but more are coming. He's going to follow it up, and he just didn't expect the third player there. Amanek to take him down. Another rounder, barely around there for G2, but they do make it 14-6.
Yeah, that is pricey, though, for a team that just had to save a bunch to get to this bye. But they are limping their way up there, 14-6.
I think Kenny, I mean, you were just sort of saying it as he was doing it, but he really understood that he had to stay alive. So he had to get out from that position. And
but I think there was a certain point someone pre-fired at the corner when they dropped off Catwalk, and I think that made him realize they're going to, or made him think that they're going to turn the corner very quickly. So he realized he couldn't retreat all the way. He would get caught at some point. Just unfortunate. He was looking for that fight coming up the ramp, and instead the first one that was offered to him was coming from Catwalk. A hard flick to make.
Did you see? Kenny's looking in the camera saying, I have no idea what he's saying. Oh, man.
I mean, you want to talk about puppy dog eyes on shocks.
Yeah, Kenny's got them too.
Kenny looks like he's eternally getting yelled at by someone.
Maybe he is. Voices in his head, Moses. Oh, well. 14-6. And a couple of ops in play. One on either team. And still with the money. Although they are running low. If they lose this round, we could have sort of a tragedy moment where, you know, they can't actually fight to try and keep the game alive here. Which would, fair play, just put us on a third map.
Oh, look at this from G2. Low on money themselves, pushing 2 into Upper Dark. Lucky's not going to get spotted. There's the fun. They need this kill. Oh, he's going to get away. Ariel's so fortunate. He goes back for more. He actually exposed himself to danger once again, but he's got a teammate there as well. And Amanek is so blind. They don't check him until it's too late. He can't get anything but Jax on the other side. Jax and Shocks have each combined for 1.
Oh, moment there, I thought Kenny was going to shoot one of his teammates. Lucky coming up, perfect timing, gets one. And the follow-up is not bad either. He does a fair bit of damage. Jax pushing in. Is he going to check the corner? He will. Heads up play for him, a good double. And Alexi, 1 versus 2. He's Molotov off that door, but that'll only last a couple of seconds, and then he's going to be in trouble. Grenade doesn't do anything to touch him. There's a slim chance here. He's going to stand up. Kenny right. Oh, and Kenny's going to get him. Swapping out for the M4. Probably a smart choice.
Yeah, really nice job by Jax as well, clearing out that box. That can go so easily unchecked, and that's just a free kill. 15-6. G2 survive a mid-B split. Showing Ence how it's done.
Well, especially with the aggression, I think that, you know, that does put so much pressure on them, right?
Yeah, well, it's a little unreasonable as well, because a lot of times Ence was playing their CT side with 2 players inside the B bomb site. G2's playing a decent amount of, 1 player inside the site, 2 players in mid. So it's a little bit of a defensive look as well.
Now, they have something here. Better than I thought it would be. Bomb plant probably helping them out a tiny bit. Still a scout. No AWP or anything like that. Have them mid, so a little bit of control in their favor. Hard to know where they're going to try and turn this. Again, just pushing it a bit further. Could have actually pushed it all the way, but they can't really know that.
Not a lot of nades. 2 smokes, 1 flashbang actually. 2 decoys for Ence to use with whatever hit. There's both of the smokes as well. 1 smoke to fake a mid to B hit, and you get a lurker out mid. Now to Catwalk we go, well, this smoke is still up. Here comes the attack.
Yeah, they're going to be coming through that smoke so quickly. Kenny, that definitely is the appropriate sound. Scary for a minute. Shocks is going to be going down. Kenny quite far away down on long, also tagged up. Oh, he gets that shot on Alu. That actually buys them a chance to get back here and try for the retake. But they need to be quick about it. They have 2 Molotovs. Actually make that one as Lucky. He's going to lose a single one there. They're pushing down. Amanek is right there with the UMP. Shooting him in the back. He's going to pick up 1. Not expecting the second. Sergey will get that kill. And now Jack's close to it. They're out of grenades. So, yeah, this is... I mean, if they had a smoke, they could try and force it. But, oh, my God. What?
There's a guy in Catwalk even need to do that. Didn't need to be that filthy.
That was all... just styling, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Grinding.
He's playing 1080 snowboarding while he's playing Counter-Strike.
It's unreasonable. I'd like to see that shot from his point of view. Oh.
I know. I think I've had enough of jumping shots. After Glaive, I'm out.
Yeah, the Glaive one really put it way over the edge, didn't it?
Yeah, it ruined my enjoyment for all other jumping shots.
Well, hope he feels good about that. Just taking that away from you.
Pretty selfish.
Shocks with the Deagle. Had the right idea, just unfortunate on the timing. And follow-up is not so good. So another round. Ence fighting for overtime.
Fighting for overtime. 15-8. They got to win 7 more to get there. 7 rounds of mistake-free Counter-Strike. You can see they actually have like a pretty cool T-side as well. They've come up with a couple different looks, a couple different tactics. All right, then. Just that CT side didn't give him any cushion, did it? That's what's really heartbreaking about this, is Ence can fight on this map. It's just that first half was just so
X7,
dominant.
X7, don't do it. Don't do it, X7. He did it. Oh, he made it past, but then into the bullets. They did triple nade it.
There's still 2 people at B. They might not even think that. They might think this is going to be a huge stack. There's 2 kills. It's the pistols again. They've done it one more time. Ended a game a bit early. G2 come out with all the stops. The nade stack into a 2-man B defense. Well done from the Frenchman to take us to a 3rd map.
Yeah, this definitely could have gone on much longer, couldn't it? With Ence economy looking a little bit better, but it all gets cancelled out. A classic grenade stack long, and then, you know, as you, I mean, I think that's exactly right. They probably think, oh, 3 long, that's fine. We'll just go straight for B. And then there was another trap.
Yeah, it was layers.
The classic. Nobody suspected. Alexi, he's got 55 seconds to entertain us, Moses.
What will you do if Alexi pulls off a 1 versus 5?
I'll go to the death segment without a shirt on. How about that?
Okay. I don't know why it has to involve nudity. I was thinking just something funny, but yeah, that works.
I don't know, Moses. It could be funny. So.
I like how you've casually picked the things that you know the sponsors will shoot down, so you'll never have to do it.
They can try and stop me, can't they? They have to get
just
here.
Make a mad dash.
They'll have to get here quickly.
You are in America. We do enjoy our streak.
Oh, well, Alexi, he's certainly trying for it. The 20 seconds, I think, is really counting heavily against him at the moment. The 8 health is not making it any easier. The 1 versus 3 still left. Oh, no. 16-8 as G2 take down Ence on Dust 2, pushing us on to a 3rd map. That's going to be exciting, and that's going to be coming up right after the break. So stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market.